What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. In the last episode, we had a struggle. We really could not find some of these items and identify them. It was specifically this guy, the Horn Shackle, really killed me for no apparent reason. I just didn't do enough investigating. So now we're back, we're live, and I am going to absolutely body this episode. Trust me. I say that and I'm going to get completely screwed. At the tail end of the last episode, we finished the day, and we got this as our clue. And based on everything, I'm starting to think that it's probably something in the map. So it's going to be something vertical, because that's how this is oriented. I'm trying to see, can I see a shape that's like this on the map somewhere? Maybe it's turned also. It doesn't necessarily have to be this orientation. Close. I'm looking for actually this little guy, the like hooky thing. That looks like it, right? So it's this top one, then this, then... Oh, no, it's just not that. Although, it's pretty close. Hold on. Let's... Can I just look at the map alone? No. This one? No, it does. It doubles it up. That might not be it. This is going to be pretty specific. This is the closest one, for sure, here. Maybe we try it out. There it is. Okay, cool. So that was correct, but it's weird. There's actually two of the same one. There's a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it comes finally free, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. Aha. Okay, two more items. Okay, so this can go over here, and then this is another pendant, so we can put that here. All right. Let's take our first customer of the day, shall we? Francesca Robertson. Oh, she's got a scratch on her face. Morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you've heard about Mr. Hungerford? He seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. Evocant. How many do we have now? We're on 2 different pages of contents now. An evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. So stone items that weigh no more than a hair from 1 pound. Okay, so stone items that weigh a pound. Let's bring in... Okay, so let's also pull in our 1 pound, right? Actually, let's flip it so I could just put the thing here. Okay, so stone... Iron, gray metal, that is not stone. This is, it's clay. This is gemstone, but not the same thing. I'm gonna put these up here. mostly stone that has gold, though. How about this? Stone all the way through with a fossilized creature in the middle of it. Let's see if this one has... It's a little heavier. How about this guy? So it's stone with blood painted, or with some sort of symbol on it. Let's see, can I have an idea of what that is? Is that one symbol or a combination of such? It's like... Okay, that seems to be balancing out. So it's the... It's spiraling out, so it's rebirth plus... with a dot in the middle. Yeah, I don't know if it's specific, but I think I feel pretty good about this being the Evocant. Yep. Items made of stone. Weighing the item using my scale shows it's exactly 1 pound. Dataless link. Okay. Evocant. Okay. Very nice. Good cat. Here we go. Temperance Parker. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop and the Guilty Ram last night. He always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I could tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Okay, shield charm. Let's take a look. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled Thaumaturge, but can have some small effect, and no Shattuck Spirit or a Wandering Shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Okay. So let's take Shattuck Spirit. And we know what a Shadow Hold is, right? And then how about... Wandering Shroud. Okay. Generic charms of protection. So we're looking for that protection seal. Right, and the caveat is it can't be made of precious metals, right? So protection, there we go, okay. How about rarely from precious metals? So we're looking for something with a protection seal on it. And this can fly out a little bit. It's probably this guy. Not precious metal. Yeah, I mean, that would do it. What else do we have? This doesn't have a seal on it, right? And that doesn't have a protection seal specifically on it. This does have a protection seal, but it's made of bronze. So I feel pretty good that this is probably a shield charm. Nice! And we've identified 10 items at this point. This pendant has a symbol of protection, just about that. Surprised they didn't mention it was made of a cheap metal. St. John's Anvil. Okay, let's go for another one. Hugh Langston. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Okay. Let's take it into my office. Okay, so... we're looking for... something that kind of like is adjacent to the roadway. Let's see. There's a pond here. If that's a pond, then that definitely helps. Is that just the church or a cemetery? Hold on. So the church... oh! Is this flipped? Oh, it's this. Look, so you have this thing on the side. This road comes down like this. Pond, this little guy, and then this is the church out here. So it's here. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up, and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there's another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Aha, 2 more pendants. Ooh, I love that, the autumn-looking one. That one's gorgeous. Okay. I might move this the identified ones out for a second, just because I don't need. If I need them again, I'll use them, but I feel less of the need to have them on display if I know that I'm gonna. Let's put both plants over here. Okay. All right, let's try our next customer, shall we? Verona Green. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson, and looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshadic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of, and the ravens. Very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first, I would like a vestiger, whatever this is. We don't want it spreading. A vestiger. A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Flames burn pale blue. Oh, okay, so spread of disease. So, is there anything for me to go on, or am I just holding everything to... I think I might just have to hold everything to the candles. Let's see. Well, we know it's not anything we've identified. Oh! Oh, cool, though. That is a strong contender. Let's see. Anything else? No, we know what that one is. Probably not that one. That's not going to do it. How about this guy? Flames burn pale blue. It's probably the one that we already have, but that we found. But let's just check the other ones. That's lit. That's good. It gives off some light. That's good to know. But it's not. That's not pale blue. No. No. There's probably only one thing that even gets close to doing this, so I don't want to waste my time, but I think that it's important to test everything. Okay. So, I think it's this guy, cuz they're burning pale blue. Cool. Okay, so let's just give this the label of Vesinger. Vesiger? Yes. Okay. Nice. Vesiger in. For the banishment of Hobsphere and Noctic Sight, Moonstone Guardian. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. I'm excited to open up our... Oh, that was it. That was our day. I think we flew through that one. I'm going to do another day, I think, actually. See, I told you, we caught the wave now. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. And this is a fun little, like, mini-game type thing. Oh, hello. Now that's a key. Look at that. Gorgeous looking key. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Okay. Lock house. Yeah, I figured. So lock house is 7. Keystone Manor. Okay, so after a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. Uh-oh. So is behind here? Because this is not defined. I'm going to say it's probably here. Yeah. Okay, cool. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that catches my attention. Ooh, look at this thing. That looks like a pendant, though. Nice. Added to the collection. I'm filling out a lot of this side, not so much of the pendants. These pendants are staying pretty undefined right now. I'm going to put my weight back. I actually might slide this all the way over to the other side. No, I want to... Just gotta make it look a little nice, right? We do still have customers coming down. All right, day 4, let's do it. Eli White. Oh, he's back. Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm gonna need to find Verona to get up to speed about what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Uh-oh, more stuff. What in the hell is that thing? And he's gone. That's a big one. Okay. Hit it again. Edith Moore. Oh, look. I am not a good... Oh! I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Oh, it's the person that we unintentionally do. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? So we made her feel guilty, so now she's coming to us for help. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Okay, so probably... Oh, it's another horn shackle probably, right? Is there anything else I could think of? That's probably the answer. I remember now that Strange Horticulture did have some stuff where it was like ability checks, basically, where it like asked you to put in ones that you've already solved, but like in a different context. I think that's what they're asking here. Yes. Okay, cool. Item has horns. Close inspector reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. Okay, cool. Great. Francesca Robertson. Our slashed face again. The evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he's deep in some kind of trance and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not so willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Oh, for her, not for him. Sleep vessel. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 Thaumaturge disciplines. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time, they and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. So 6 points. We're looking for a 6-pointed object. All right, we're not going to count anything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically 6, but I don't think that's strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. Somewhat painful. Could be that one. That's not 6-pointed. I wouldn't call that 6-pointed. That is 6-pointed. It's not rust, it's blood. It has an energy about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a lot of options here. A sense of crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. Engraved symbols. Okay, so let's pull out all our options. We have this guy. This guy. This one. Is that it on our options? So I think what we need to do is investigate our symbols, right? So let's investigate what that symbol means. Oh, that's insanity. Okay, so insanity, but also protection? And then how about the eye with the thing? So it's an eye with a diamond shape, and then it's like, foresight, technically. Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting what I want there. Let's see, what else does it say about... 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 Thaumic disciplines: Selenic, Dradic, Noctic, Diurnonic, Wixic, and Mantic. They help people to stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares are beginning to seep out. I'm leaning towards this one. Yeah, I'm leaning towards this one because it's insanity thing, right? Like that makes sense for what this is. Anything else? No. The thing I'm thinking about this one is they're not all equal, right? All the points are not equal, so I would say that maybe it's not this one just because if it's representing each of the different thaumaturgy schools equally, that would be weird that one of them would not be equal. I mean, these technically aren't equal either, but at least they're like equal on the shape, right? This one I feel fine about, but I feel like it's a lot more intense for what it actually is. This just feels correct. Crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. It has an energy about it. It is very funny. Any other... Oil, soap. Anything else before I guess? I feel pretty good. I think let's call this sleep vessel. No. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. Gonna put that back. 6 points. 2, 3, 4. I just want to make sure. So we're down to 2, I think. Just want to make sure I'm not screwing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Oh no, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I was gonna say that would be kind of crazy if it was the tree, but I don't think it's the tree. And I'm not screwing this up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything else that I can grab from this? Somewhat painful. Holds untold fears inside. Maybe that's it because it's nightmares. Okay. I respect that. Close perspective reveals the darkness inside. Yeah, I mean they both kind of had that. I don't know if I love that one specifically in comparison between the two, but I'll allow it because the penalty for being wrong is not so bad, so it's okay. Okay, let's try another one. Althea O'Shea. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. Okay, so silent breath. Probably the page before it, right? There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed. But there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Okay, so let's find maybe there's a danger symbol. Death, maybe, possibly. Alright, so we're looking for something that has some sort of natural element. This is just clay. That's all iron. A white feather. Oh. Cold. A white hair. Okay, yeah. Seems to make the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Okay, so that's a strong contender right now. This is just gonna be silver, yeah. Iron, gold. What the hell is this? Dark purple slate. That's not gonna be green marble. This is all bronze, right? Yep. It's a gemstone with bronze. Again, we're looking for something with a natural element. Gold. This is just wood. That's not from a stag. None of this is actually natural. It's all clay. Don't know what the hell is in here, but I feel pretty good. I think it's this silent breath. The white hair is obviously the giveaway here. Excellent. Item features a white hair, a potential trophy from a white stag. On closer inspection, my senses come alive. Elva stone. Okay, so this is actually a good thing. All right. Ding. Rufus Shelley. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem to be the safest way to approach it. Why? What's a Daedalus link? A Daedalus link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather, or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Okay. So this makes me think that this could possibly be it, because it's actively floating. But let's take a look if there's other things. So this could be possible if it has the wings element. Actually, we could use down here as our kind of like holding area, right? We could take all our options. I guess these guys as well. Oh. Whoa, okay. There's something to do with that. I still don't have something with like a flower insignia, I don't think. When I do, I know exactly what I'll be doing with it. All right, so levitation. I don't believe there's any sort of levitation thing, right? These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might surprisingly light. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. So we have feathers. Nothing to remark. Let's pull the scales over. Can I not pull this down? I can only slide it? Okay. Okay, that's definitely heavier. It is 2 pounds, so this is not surprisingly lightweight. So it is a half a pound. That fits that description. Oh, okay, so that is surprisingly light in weight. It might be this, but let's see. Is there any other? So we eliminated one of those. I feel like the bat is probably not it, but I'm gonna. That's like my third option. Daedalus link. The items are surprisingly light in weight. The designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Nothing to remark. Raised detailing. Tarnished silver. This to me is like, if it's lighter than a half a pound, I feel like that's pretty strong. This is just, it's just leaves. I wouldn't necessarily count that as anything else while I'm looking at it. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go with the bird. Nice. Okay. The bird motif is a connection to flight. Using my weighing scales, I can confirm that it is very lightweight. Cusic purifier. Okay. Let's put you guys back up. And then this is a Daedalus link. Did I spell that right? Daedalus. Yes, okay. Pat Jupiter. Here we go. Edmund Bishop. The Ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeston Castle. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom, and run anything you find by me first, of course. Oh. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There's a small plinth on the corner in that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I never did like it anyway. Edmund. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Can I just go to Gleeston Castle? Oh, wow. Oh, so I can explore even in here. Walk past the main staircase. And turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end. Where's the main? That seems like the main staircase. Yeah, main staircase. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go in the door to your left. There's a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you're welcome to. So taking a wrong turn. Shit. Let's do one more. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end. So maybe rather than this, follow the corridor down to the end. That's a door. Is it the conservatory or this? Potted plants line the edges. Wren, Jacobsworth, and camphor among them. It's peaceful, save for the distant chirp of birds, but it's time to move on. Let's do one more. Let's just try it here. There it is. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Gemstones. Cool. Okay, so new resource. And we have a new item. Wow, we're going to run out of shelf space soon. Okay. I think that's where I'm going to call it. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. And we'll catch you next time in our wonderful store with our wonderful cat. We'll see you next time.